the hottest day of winter in the Valley of the Sun. The freeways clogged with tourists getting Christmas shopping done. And I was in my Doublewide singing jingle bells, oiling up my 30-aught and polishing the shells. You know, Phoenix, it's a parking lot when Christmas comes around. Foreigners from far and wide come streaming into town, speaking foreign languages, drinking foreign beers, keeping good Americans from enjoying Christmas cheer. It was 11:15, and I just sat down to eat my Swanson's Christmas dinner. Freeze-dried spuds and mystery meat and corn and dried-out kernels with a few that fell across the aluminum compartment to the red cranberry sauce. Yeah, I polished off my dinner, chucked the tray out in the sink. I had a ding-dong for dessert, then I had myself a drink. Another. Then I hit the head, armed the mines out in the yard, and I stumbled onto bed. Well, an hour hadn't passed before I was woke up by the sound of something up above me. Must have weighed 500 pounds. There was footsteps on my ceiling, a marching across my roof. And friend, don't try to tell me that I don't know the sound of cloven hoof. So I reached out for my shotgun. I grabbed me a grenade. No communistic devil's gonna rain on my parade. I blasted through the ceiling, lobbed a grapefruit through the gash. Whatever's up there now goes out tomorrow with the trash. Well, I crawled out to the living room, because naturally I knew that, well, the secondary assault, it would be focused on the flu. So I stuffed it full of razor wire with edges sharp and mean, rated most effective, Soldier of Fortune magazine. And it was just a moment later that surely I could tell by the screaming from the chimney that my instincts had served me well. Quick as a wink, the enemy, the bag upon his back, came tearing out the other end like to ripping out the stack, and he landed in the yard, squarely on his broad behind. Well, how was he to know how thoroughly it had been mined? The smoke and fire and shrapnel went a-tearing through the breeze and lit up all South Phoenix like 1,000 Christmas trees. Well, back to my bed I trundled, for surely I was worn, and I slept just like a baby. And I woke on Christmas morn to find out in the crater scraps of meat and cloth of red, confirming my objective. The communist was dead. Long locks of hair were everywhere. Naturally, I knew this wasn't no normal communist. Nah, he was a liberal too. And toys were scattered all around, and a little pointy shoe. Was this some Hare Krishna nut? What's this world coming to? It was the hottest day of winter down old South Phoenix way, and scraping off my boots I knew I'd never forget that day. And as I stepped back in my Doublewide, I felt mighty proud and free, knowing I'd made Christmas safe for good Americans like me.